Hello, hello. Alrighty. Let's get started. Okay, so I gotta work on pitches today, but I need to check the verticals and exactly what they're looking for here. There's gotta be, hold on. I gotta go look for the resources here so that I remember what exactly I need to pitch. That's the forms, Oracle, office hours. Waddies, where is it? Okay, this is what I'm looking for. Alright, let's see what we got. Hi, Goose! Congratulations on winning the contest, by the way! You did such a good job. I wanted to tell you I liked your story a lot. It was very good. Today I'm working on writing another pitch for Wattpad. They're opening up pitches again. And I technically already have one in the queue, but I want to get going on something. Okay, see, now the question is, I have this idea for a story and I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing. Yeah, so, after I get done with stream, I'm gonna send you, all the books. I'll send you all the ebooks. Let me know if you prefer PDF or EPUB. And, I will send them your way. Oh, that's not what I want. That's also not what I want. I guess it goes into pararomantasy. I'm gonna have to think about this. Because the problem with pararomantasies, also hi Cal, is that they want the love interest to be some kind of magical creature. So I'm gonna have to work with this pitch and we're gonna see how it goes. This is rough. You're like, let me stop screaming. But yeah, seriously, congrats. It was very, very, very good. And I appreciate that you entered. I'm so sorry that your body's just wigging, Cal. That sucks. Okay. I think that pararomantasy or romantasy will work. I'm hydrating with coffee today. Alright, so that being said, we're doing sprints today. Now that I am here. I need my... Oh, I need dice. Hold on, I gotta go get dice. I'll be right back. I found them. Yeah, we're doing sprints. Yeah, I decided I'm doing sprints on writing streams because that seems to help people focus a little bit better versus me stopping in the middle of everything and just like talking and stuff. Oh my god, Street Fighter Cal. Alright, hold on, let me go and do a couple push-ups. Give me just a second. My poor body is like trash from my last workout. Okay, here we go. If you can exercise, please do it. Do it for your body. Oh god. Why? I did it. God, my poor pecs are like, bro, you lifted so fucking much. Ow, my body. Okay, cool. It's done. Yeah, if you can exercise, you should totally do that, even if it's just a little bit of stretching. Get up and move around. I'm trying to be a lot better about that shit. Okay, so let's see now. Alright. I'm grabbing a bunch of dice. I have these dice for a character that I played in a tabletop RPG once. His name was Jono. I have a solid iron dice in this set, and one that's made out of bone. What if you just got up in the middle of McDonald's, Goose, and just started going for it? What would you do? Okay, so my sprints are way shorter than Q's. Just as a heads up. So that's going to be a major difference here. We're literally going to have an 8-minute sprint. So, I'm going to get started. I'm going to start to fill out this pitch document. And I will see you all when we get done with this 8-minute sprint. So good luck. Good job working. And I will see you on the other side. All right, short sprints are done. Hi, Gabriel. How are you? Welcome in. Anime blood spray. Oh my god. The violence. Hopefully you're doing well. So, I've got to try and figure out how I'm going to write this thing. And obviously, the way that this is going to go is that each act is going to be a season. That's how this is going to have to work. So for Wattpad, when you're pitching to Wattpad, you have to think about it in the context of seasons, 3 seasons, and all 3 of these seasons have to have baby arcs in them. So it's like you treat it like a season of a TV show. And so it needs to have a beginning, middle, and end, but leave on a cliffhanger maybe a little bit, like a little bit of a cliffhanger, and then go into the next season. So I have to think about this in a serialized format, which is really difficult. And unfortunately, I don't really get to use, like the beginning, middle, and end acts all have to be around the same length. Seasons for what? A TV show? No. Seasons for a book. So this is, the way Wattpad works is a little bit differently than publishing traditional novels. So they do run their books like TV show seasons. So if you can imagine, you have people who are reading books, and they are reading an update every week, once a week, just like you'd be watching an episode of a TV show. And over the course of 5 months, that counts as one season. And then you take a small break. And then you come back and you do the next season and then take a break. And then the 3rd season and take a break. The other pitch that I made... Oh, did I close it? The other pitch that I gave them... What's nice about this one is that each of the... This thing is 3 different books, so each season is a book, which is great. So it ends up working out. But this pitch is going to be a big book. So we'll see. I'm making a pros and cons list of why I started to pursue software engineering as a career, because it turns out I kind of hate it. money was the main reason, and my partner pointed out I can't keep going on with it if I hate it so much. I need to learn something that I enjoy. Ooh, yeah, that's a tough thing to think about. Yeah, that's a lot. It's always hard doing that too. I had to do a lot of that when I was like trying to figure out if I wanted to stick with writing or not, because it's like, it's rough out there. It's hard to find something that you can enjoy doing, but then also that you're not going to be like super poor, you know, because everything's so expensive. But yeah, I'm going to have to try and figure out how to make this work. So, effectively, the premise of this, yeah, this is kind of like an elevator pitch, sort of. These guys have a very, very intense way about how they want the pitch to go, so this is slightly more intensive than an elevator pitch, because an elevator pitch is what I would equate to what we in the industry call a log line. So, for example, for Swallowheart, the log line is... Hanina, a devoted nun, is sent to cure the cursed and reclusive Lysander Blackwood, only to discover that his terrifying transformation is actually his destined true form. As they uncover family secrets and fight against a rising ancient evil, they fall in love, challenging everything they believed about curses, divinity, and their own identities. So that's the elevator pitch, that's the log line, but Wattpad wants much, much more than that. They want a basic summary. They want a 500-word summary. They want an entire summary of Season 1 that includes the ending. And then they want ideas for future seasons. They want comparable titles. So it's actually quite intensive. So in order to get this to go, I have to do an entire outline. So that's what we're working on today. Hi, Jace. I don't know what this thing is going to be called yet. I have to come up with a new title for it. But it's inspired by Beauty and the Beast, but it focuses not on Belle and the Beast, but instead on LeFou and Gaston specifically, because I'm very interested in their dynamic and how that works. But I want to give them a happy ending. So this is going to be inspired by, it's going to be set in the same world as King of Dust. So now I just have to figure out how to make this thing go, because I don't write a lot of romances, and predominantly what Wattpad releases is romances, so I'm going to have to really like push myself to write this kind of content, and it's going to be hard. It's going to be kind of rough, so yeah, it's going to be awesome. Very Dungeons & Dragons inspired. Gaston is a part of like a, I don't know what his name is going to be. I have to come up with a different name for this man. Similar archetype, but he is a... either a part of or the leader of a monster hunting guild, and that's what he does for a living. How much experience do you have in romance? In terms of writing it, very little. I have romantic subplots in a lot of my books, but because I write predominantly for children, I don't really write romance a lot. So the outline structure for romance is completely different than the stuff that I normally write. So this was my first, this other one, Swallowheart, was my first romance pitch that I gave to them, and they liked it a lot. Oh, not just in writing, but have you ever dated anyone? I am actually engaged. I'm getting married to my fiance next year. Yep. Yeah, literally June next year. We're getting married, so. But yeah, I've dated a lot of people. I consider myself demisexual, so I'm definitely, that I think is what is difficult for me for writing romances, is that a lot of readers want that, like, quick fire, like, oh, I saw that person and I'm super attracted to them and I want to be in a relationship with them, I want to be sexually involved with them. It's, like, very passionate. Versus for me, it's like, it takes a lot of friendship time, slow burn, to get to that point. And so either I'm going to become the master of slow burn romance, or I have to figure out how to write this in a way that allows people to, or that I can tap in effectively into that, quick burn romance. Not necessarily like neat, cute levels of romance, but like be able to do that. So we shall see. Yeah, Jace I've known for like a decade. We've been dating for like 5 years, it feels like at this point. I don't know the actual number because I can't keep track of time because time is an illusion. But like my partner before that, we were together for 10 years. Oh yeah, so it has almost been 4 years, actually, or 5 years, so... Oh, it's, haha! My brain works. Yep, true that. So, pretty dope. Sorry, I'm eating a burrito. Yeah, they're already in love by page 2. It's true, Goose. So yeah, I have issues with that. Definitely Swallowheart is more of a slow burn. It's like, yeah, you got the mysterious cursed love interest, and he's got a bunch of baggage, and she, like, slowly falls in love. Versus this thing is going to be a little bit different because they're already fucking each other, like, right out the gate, but not in a relationship because of social circumstances. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that, like, unless the love at first sight is pulled off really, 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 really well, I don't like it. I think it's overused and poorly done 99% of the time. But that's okay. It's difficult. It's kind of a hard thing to navigate around. So that's why these tropes are super important. I have tropes up here, just like in Swallowheart. I had tropes, you know, so my tropes, for example, for Swallowheart are forced proximity, Grump and Sunshine, sworn off love, those kinds of things. Versus this thing is more friends to lovers, forbidden love, fairy tale, gay for you, specifically these kinds of tropes. Oh, thank you for those beaties. Yeah, do damage to Callahan. Callahan's the stream boss right now. Punch. Falcon, punch. I got potato on me. I am a monster. Trying to be good and actually eat a full breakfast today. It's like kind of working, but not really. But yeah, this story is going to center around this Monster Hunter's relationship with his best friend, who is effectively a very flamboyantly gay and kind of societally ostracized man. And so it's tough because on the one hand, this Monster Hunter is definitely, he knows very well that he is attracted to men and only men, but then has a lot of societal expectations to navigate and doesn't feel like he can commit to that kind of relationship. So effectively, he's just having sex with his friend on the down low, hoping nobody else is going to, like, know. Technically, it's not yaoi, I don't think. I don't know if I would define standard heterosexual romances or homosexual romances as yaoi, personally. Because yaoi in particular, yes, it is gay, and yes, it features homoerotic relationships, but I would not consider this yaoi because it's not a manga. It's just a regular romance, just starring two men. Time Traveling Pirate has a slight romance because it's so short. I see. Can't do much. Events take place over the course of the day. I see. But it's left with like, oh, maybe something's gonna happen. Yeah, well, and I love romance subplots too, Goose. Like, I think that they add a lot to a story, and if they develop, they develop. You know, it's just like, it's kind of one of those things that people fall in love, and that's a thing that happens. And there are many different kinds of love. You know, it's just about what is the best thing for the story. And that's what's difficult about coming up with these pitches, is that when you're pitching a product like this, because that's really what this is you're pitching a product to these people. You're not like, yes, you have an idea for a story, but it's also, you know, you have to know effectively who your target market is before you go in. Jace, can you give me a paper towel and or a napkin, please? I am absolutely destroying myself over here for whatever reason, and I don't know what's going on. Yeah, because sometimes people's, like, and that's the main difference, I think, between writing romance as a genre and writing, like, romance subplots, is that, you know, the romance subplots, you can be kind of subtle with it, and it's like, it's fine. Thank you. But with the romance novels, you have to write it with the main focus and the main goal being the relationship, and that's what sucks. I'm not very good at that. But on that note, I'm gonna go ahead and jump back into sprints, I think. So let me give a good roll. Gotta get that clicky clacky going. I'm actually gonna add an extra die because these guys are all rolling super low, so let me roll again. It's not necessarily a bad thing, it just kind of is. That's better. It's a little bit longer, a couple extra minutes. So we're gonna be going for 12 minutes this time. So I'm gonna get started. My next step is to start to fill out this outline and think about what this is gonna look like as like a whole book. So I'm gonna do that. Good luck with whatever you are working on, and we will be back soon. Alright, sprints are all done. Whoa. Welcome. Hi, Tori. How are you? Also, hi. Also, welcome in. The engineer. How are you? Yeah, we're back to writing. I'm working on creating a pitch for Wattpad, actually. So I'm trying to figure out how to make this slightly more fantasy than the idea that I had in my head, because Wattpad wants more exaggerated differences between the romantic partners when writing romantasy specifically, and I am not ready. I'm not prepared. So that's where I'm at right now. I'm building out a character sheet for a Goliath is effectively what's happening to me right now. What's everybody working on? I'm working on my Create-a-thon journal. Oh, very nice, very nice. Working on a progress tracker. I love it. You sound so productive. Are you Team Ika? That sounds like an Ika thing to do. Yep, that's what I thought. Us fafos, we don't make journals. We don't have plans. I'm sorry you're trapped with Excel, Jace. This is fucking the worst. Yep, so I'm deciding that we have a name for my main character now. His name is Nicodem. But he goes by Nico. So there's at least that. And I think that his family at least comes from giants. Like that's their thing. And so that's why I'm like choosing Goliath from this. For those of you who are unfamiliar with some of my writing, I write a lot of like lit RPG or D&D inspired stuff. My book King of Dust is effectively a what if Curse of Strahd campaign inspired book. So I use some like elements of Dungeons and Dragons to build out certain things. In this particular case, because this book is in the same world as King of Dust, I'm using Dungeons and Dragons to create some characters. That's what we got going on right now. I decided to create a little game for myself to stay productive. That's awesome, though. That actually sounds very, very fun. I only bully you just a little bit. It's all in jest. But that's cool. We gotta get creative, you know? King of Dust World, yippee! Yeah, so for context, King of Dust takes place in Starkovia, which actually is not a neighboring country to Zetris, but it's actually quite close. So will there be a cameo? Probably not, but it is in the same world, technically. They're, I think, separated by, like, a mountain range, if I had to really guess. Alright, save to browser. So there's that. So this is the super outdated website that I use in the best way possible. I love it, but it is what it is. I can't wait to show it once it's done. Yeah, I can't wait to see it. Everybody's journals are so impressive to me. Like I don't do that kind of stuff like ever, so it's always very cool when I see how people organize their stuff. I get to find out new world lore. Fuck it, I'm excited. That is exciting. Yeah, so we got our one main character. We're gonna figure out. I think the other kid's just a human. And I technically don't need to be doing this right now, but I do need to figure out like how this guy functions. You know, like what is his. Oh my god, we should hire a real monster hunter like Urian Longnight. No, stop. And then the guy picks the dude up and fucking literally throws him through a fucking window, okay? Like, stop. That's the cameo. That's so stupid. Maybe I will. Don't test me. So Clarkloff has to be in here somewhere. Okay, that's what has to
He should
happen.
be skittering around the Hobgoblin's castle.
Yeah, he's just like throwing poop on the walls because that's what he does. He's everywhere all at once. He's like some horrifying eldritch being. For those of you who haven't read my book,
portals.
King of Dust, you can read it for free on Wattpad if you would like to do so, and you can learn about it on my website if you want to read some Dungeons and Dragons madness. It is 100% free, so please enjoy. Clarkloff has portal magic. I don't know, because he was a bard, right? So theoretically, I think bards can learn Misstep, and they can also learn fucking planar shifting as well.
I think they
so
can get Dimension Door.
yeah, I think they can have Dimension Door, which is Clarkloff using Dimension Door is nightmare fuel. That is a power we should not give him. That's horrifying. Horrifying. Oh my god. I'm trying to figure out the best class for this guy. Because he uses guns. So, he's like a hunter. So I guess technically a ranger would be the appropriate class for that if I'm going to do that. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so I guess we put him maybe at like level 8. Yeah, see, no. Yeah, see, I knew it. I'm like, no, bards can teleport around. Clarkloff, that's dangerous. That's scary. And then he's a hunter. Yep. Or actually, I'm gonna go one of these. I love how I can make one of his favorite enemies. So for context, the Beast character in this. Also, what is this website? This is dungeonmastersvault.com. It's a great character building website. I just dropped the link into the chat. If you play D&D, it's pretty good. They're only allowed to have basic stuff on there, so you do have to add in a lot of stuff. Like I had to add in the Goliath. This hunter is default, but the Beastmaster is not. You know what I mean? So it's like you have to be prepared to type in a bunch of stuff, but it's absolutely worth it. And also, it's important to remember that you need to save everything, or everything gets saved to browser storage, so you need to export stuff often. That's the only, like, major bummer of it, I think. This guy seems like he would be racist. It's just, like, click the orc button. That's terrible. But yeah, in this adaptation of like, Beauty and the Beast, or Beauty and the Beast inspired, is effectively, he's a bugbear. Or not a bugbear, he's a hobgoblin. Do we have yeah, we got hobgoblin. He's a hobgoblin, so bugbears are kind. We don't need to do that. I'm trying to think of like the most common thing. I'm probably beasts. His favorite terrain is going to be forests. And oh god, I don't even know what any of these are. This is the fun thing about this. Let's see. Because I need to figure out who these characters are, and then I can continue with my outline. But what I also did, too, when I was working is, unfortunately, Wattpad is a very bizarre beast, and they make you have... They want you to write a book that is effectively 150,000 words long, and that is the major difference between writing a book for a traditional publishing house and writing a book for Wattpad, because a traditional publishing house is going to have you write a book. Like if I were to write this romance book, it'd probably be around 75 to 80K, but they want it to be 175K. They want to have way more words, so that way you effectively can monetize this for a long time, right? Which makes a lot of sense, but that also means that I need to put in a shitload of content. Like, yeah, it's a lot of content, Goose, which is why my other pitch that I had going on, Swallowheart, that other one, it's 3 different books at 75K per book, so each season, quote unquote, is 75K, which to me is a little bit more manageable, versus this is going to have to be a Lorg. It's a Lorg boy. Because I can write 150k to 175k, I just have to figure out how to do it in a way that's not like, bleh, you know. Because we don't want that. We don't. I'm not a fan of that. Saving throws against being frightened. Oh, that's dope. Wow, that's tanky as hell. Holy crap. I had no idea that when Ranger Hunters, when they get bonked with an attack from a creature, you get a +4 bonus AC against all subsequent attacks made by that creature for the rest of the turn. Like, that's insane. Interesting. I think I might do that. Yeah, but bonk, fuck you. Yeah, that's really that's really it. So that'll help against multi-attacks specifically. That's actually very cool. And then also I like Colossus Slayer a lot, too. That's a pretty good one. Oh, and Mountain. All right, well, on that note, let's go ahead and get started on another sprint. I'm going to keep going on building out this guy. We're going to figure out who his boyfriend is. Best friend, boyfriend. Let's see. Ooh, this is a long sprint comparatively. 21. That's a chonkin sprint compared to the ones that we've been doing. So this one's a little bit longer. I'll see you all on the other side. Good luck with your work, and we're gonna get started in 3, 2, 1, begin. Dun dun dun. Streams are done. Welcome in, Kraken. How are you? Hopefully things have been going well. Okay, so I finished. Oh, I hydrated. I hydrated with coffee, but I'll drink actual water this time. So effectively where I'm at is I fleshed out the world a little bit, so now this place is called Lushat, is the name of the town. So the main characters we also now know are we have Nicodème Thalay. We also have Florian Perrault, his friend, and we will keep expanding this list as that goes on. I fleshed out Nicodème's character sheet, Nico's character sheet. And so now I have to figure out what this inciting incident is. I also, I think, figured out a little bit more about who these characters are as people. I'm taking, like, character notes. Whoa, your neighbor's house caught on fire? Holy crap. Well, I hope that you're okay. I hope that your house is okay. Holy shit, what happened? Wowee, that's a lot. That is definitely not how you want to wake up. That is like the opposite of that. Wowee. Yeah, not fun. I tried to eat this whole breakfast burrito, I could not do it. I got through 3/4 of it though, which I will consider a small victory. But yeah, so effectively what we're working with is, Nico is a monster hunter who his dad's a monster hunter, his grandfather's a monster hunter, his great-great-grandfather was a monster hunter. Like, they've just been doing it for a really long time. I think it was their garage. Gotcha, something. Well, and you know what, honestly, it's, like, quite possible that if you have, like, extension cords or power cables plugged in and they're kind of old, they can, like, short and cause a fire. And then if you got a bunch of, like you're saying, like, gas and other things inside the garage, then it'll just go up. I had a neighbor kid who, in my neighborhood when I was young, effectively almost lit his whole house on fire for the same reason, except he was in the garage playing with sparklers, and it almost lit the entire house on fire because everything in the garage is just, like, fucking flammable. Well, I hope that they're all okay. It definitely sucks. Oh, I hope that the cat is okay. Wow, yeah, that is literally like nightmare fuel. Oh, sending my best thoughts. That's such a crazy thing to deal with. And especially in the middle of the night, too. It's like you don't even know what's happening, you know? It's like you wake up and everything's bad. Oh, that's so scary. I like how you can hear Jace's violent typing from halfway across the room because he slaps his keys. Just kidding. I'm just bullying you, Jason. It's okay. I love you. Yeah, I can't even imagine waking up to that. That would be, like, insane. Totally nuts. Oh my god, she lied to you. The automated lady lied straight up. Wow, that's awful. Let's see. I split each section of the story into chapters and have 15 chapters total. That's awesome. That is awesome, Goose. Keep up the good work. She is a liar and a farce. Oh my god. I'm so sorry that that's happening to you. I just want to know if our bills are okay, you know? Like... But yeah, so at least what I was able to get through is, I guess, some of their background. So I know what Nico's got going on. He, I think, left Leshat when he was a kid to go and train to be a monster hunter because these people don't see the like giant blood as a curse, like a bad thing. It's like the best defense that they have against monsters, and so he would have been given effectively special privileges as a kid, been raised to fight. And then Florian, on the other hand, I think not only is very gay, and I don't think that these people have issues with homosexuality. They have issues with, Jason and I were trying to figure it out, and I still have to do some world building to try and figure out what they've got issues with, but they have issues with messing with gender roles is really the problem. And so I believe that this guy is cross-dressing to do sex work. And so the town, some of the town knows, and I think that that's a huge problem. But these guys were childhood best friends. And Nico finds out that that's what his friend has effectively been doing since he was gone. And partially is curious, and then they get intimately involved with each other. And he effectively tells his friend, like, you're not allowed to do this kind of work anymore unless it's for me. So now they have a very weird relationship with that, and also on top of that, this guy is denying his attraction to men the entire time, so it starts out very, like, very awkward. Definitely 100% hands down would have issues with Urian Longnight being a Cambion. He'd be like, that's disgusting. So that's kind of what we're working with here. And now I have to figure out how to get this into a one-chapter hook. And I'm not sure if I want to start this book from Florian's perspective, or if I want to start it from Nico's perspective, because both of them are going to be important, and this has to have some kind of happy ending somehow. So I'm very curious to see how this goes. I'm going to probably only outline, I think, the first act, because that'll be my first book, and I can worry about outlining this later, because for the sake of the pitch, I don't have to have any more than this, but I do need to have the first chapter written as well. That's also where this other thing, or this whole process differs from pitching to a publishing house, is that you also have to have the first chapter written as well. So it's a little bit of a mess, but I'm excited about it. We'll see. But let's get another sprint going so that way I can try and fly through this. Another nice little 15-minute sprinty. A little tiny sprinty. All right. So good luck on all your projects. Let's get back going into it. In 3, 2, 1, go. Dun 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 dun! Good job, everyone. How did you all do? Hopefully well. I've got at least the outline for the first chapter done. But I need to be able to, I realize, still keep going. I don't think I'm going to get done with this today. But that's okay. How'd y'all do? I'm working through the points. This is definitely actually becoming something completely different than what I thought it was going to be. So I'm now interested to see how this turns out. This outline is going to be a lot longer and a lot more detailed than I thought it was going to be. Oops. That is not what I want. Stop clicking it. Oh my goodness. Hydrate. Drink water. Drink water. Yeah, so effectively what we've got right now is... This is definitely one of those, like, instant, like, sexy books. Also, posture check. Do we have a self-care special? Is it the self-care package?
And hydrate.
Either way, sit up straight. It is. It's a self-care package. Stretch your body. Don't be a gremlin. Only a gremlin on the inside, not on the outside. We are beautiful gremlins. Oh, no shit. He needs 6 or 7. Oh, God. Poor guy. Well, what happened? Did they say?
So he's got some weird like bone thing going on, and it's just causing just a lot of inflammation and swelling in his gum line and in his jaw proper, which is what's causing all of the like sinus stuff going on.
Okay.
So she was like, we were trying to be super conservative with it, but like the more we're looking in here, the worse it looks. And so like poor guy's gonna effectively have half of his teeth.
Okay.
But
do we know that, like, if this is going to fix the issue?
as far as she seems very certain that it will,
Okay.
because otherwise trying to be conservative with it, it's just not.
Oh yeah, no, obviously not. Like, it needs to happen. I just want to make
yeah.
sure that he's, you know, like, that this isn't,
Right.
if it's something that's going on, this isn't going to just continue to spread to his other teeth. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's just because of like how poor of condition his teeth were in, from being
Gotcha.
out in the wild. It just keeps decaying effectively in there, and it's just it. She was like, it was causing a lot of issues, leaving these teeth in.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
well, if she thinks that that's
and
what's
it's effectively
best,
it's all like in the cheek teeth explicitly.
yeah.
On the one side, and then there's like accessory teeth that she has to take out so that way he doesn't just bite directly into his own gums. Is kind of what's going on.
Gotcha. I see.
And that's why there's more teeth. So it's
I
really it's
understand.
like 3 or 4-ish teeth that are like the big problem that need to come out, but the accessory teeth will cause damage if they don't come
I
out.
see. I see.
Yeah, which is just problematic. Is because like carnivore teeth.
Yep, they're sharp. Yeah,
They're sharp as
they're
fuck.
little razor blade teeth.
So yeah,
Oh, there
poor
you
little
go.
guy.
Oh, there you go. Poor buddy. I just feel really bad. I'm glad that we're getting it fixed, because this legitimately would have killed him. If they hadn't gotten him inside, he would be dead right
Yeah.
now. Like, so
Yeah.
I'm glad that we can be the ones to do this.
Yeah, it's just rough on our pockets.
You know what? I'm not even
But,
worried about
yeah,
that
if-
shit.
if
I
you
will
could-
spend
if you
as
could
much.
front that and then.
Oh yeah,
can-
I got it. I'm just gonna
pay-
it's literally no big deal. I'll pay literally whatever I need to save a life. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that's really what this is. So that's okay. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. But I'm glad that we can take care of him.
Yeah.
But yeah, so point being, I've got this going. I need about... I'm gonna actually move this around like this. I'm gonna move this like this. I have to make like 10 of these inside this plot point in order to be able to appropriately expand this. So we're going to see how this goes. But I think I'm just going to launch right into another sprint. Yeah, it is a lot. Yeah, because this needs to be around 21k words. So my thinking is if they want around 2k a chapter or just slightly more, then I need 10 of them. So the math is mathin' or something. So I'm going to jump right back into the final sprint for the day, and then I have to go. So unfortunately, I didn't get nearly as much done as I wanted to, but I'm feeling very confident about this pitch now. So at least there's that. So let's do one final push. Let's do a lucky 13. Alright, so good luck on your last sprint. Wattpad is really out here wanting 150k words. That's crazy to me. So if it makes sense, Goose, it's not 150k words all at once, right? This could be the case of more like 50 to 70k because they could cancel it after the first season, right? They just ideally want something that could stretch to 150k. And also too, it's not 150k all at the same time. It's 150k spread over the course of 15 months, if that makes sense. So that's how long the content would be going on for. So that's why they do what they do. It makes sense, but it's definitely a new format, but it also is one that's actually making authors money. So I think it's quite innovative. It's effectively like if I were to write a series, and this series has 3 books in it. It's more of the way that I think thinking about it helps it make sense. But yeah, all right. Well, let's go ahead and get started on the sprint. Yeah, if you have any more questions about how Wattpad serials work, please feel free to post them, and I can answer them when we come back. But let's get started. I'm gonna get up also and take a little bit of a breaky. 3, 2, 1, go. Dun dun dun! Sprints are done! Good job. Good job, everyone. How did you all do? What are you working on? Hopefully you had some success. I think I'm making progress. This is just, it's gross. So, I still need to chug away a little bit more. And then I need to get through this monstrosity. So I'm going to have to work on this throughout the week. I want to try and get it done by September 3rd when they open up submissions, but I think the deadline might be a little bit tight, but I really would like to be like one of the first people in the queue, you know? So we'll see if it happens. I think I have something really good going here. Good luck eating. I hope it does help. Good luck working on your journal as well. I also hope that that helps. I'm going to have to, unfortunately, dip a little bit earlier than I normally do for my streams because I am, unfortunately, like, mega backed up and need to bounce in order to successfully get everything done that I need to get done today. I don't know, maybe I can stay for one more sprint. I might. What was just redeemed? Oh, I gotta go check. Hydrate, drink water, don't be dry. Stretch. What do you say? Do y'all want to do one more? Up to you. How do you feel about one more sprint? Stretch, sit up straight. What do you think? Y'all got one more in you? Maybe a little quick one? Okay, let's see what we got. Normally I end at 12:30. Okay, this one, yep, we got a 20-minute 20-minute sprint. So let's do it. I think that would be good. It's an 18-minute one, technically, so. All right. Yeah, nice. Oh, hey, perfect. All right, so then let's get in one more good bout of work. Let's see if we can really push through this last one. Good luck, everyone. I'm going to get back to this outline. Let's get started in 3, 2, 1, go! Ta-da! Spirits are done. We did it. Okay, I had to move some stuff around because I think I'm realizing I have to like make sure I have rising action, climax, all of that stuff. And actually, yeah, I think this will be okay. Also, hello, Superstar. How's it going? I'm hydrating with the... Oh, I don't even have coffee or water left. I will grab a drink off stream, I promise. Also, I hope you're doing well. Welcome back from New York City. Also, good job doing open mic. Yo, that's crazy. Nice. I hope that you have a lot of success doing stand-up. That's so awesome. Okay, everybody sit up, though, and stretch. Don't be a shrimp. I was shrimping a little bit. Progress tracker's coming together. Goose says, I'm very happy with the idea of how it changed. It's going to be like a little store where each completed task I get a coin, and after I complete the goal, get to color in a bigger coin. Ooh. Oh, thank you for those biddies, Superstar. That's very nice. If you do something bad, you lose a coin. Oh, God. That's crazy. Yeah, that's awesome. I'm glad that you did well. I'm just chugging away on this outline. Unfortunately, I got a lot of a way to go, and I most importantly need to make sure that this act feels like a completed book, or that it has like enough of a touchdown that it feels like a season of a show. And I think I have a pretty good idea of how that's gonna go. But we're gonna see what happens. I don't know. Ugh. So I'm having trouble, but I've got to step back from this, I think, and look at it. So I'm gonna scream. I've got to go and film a bunch of TikToks now. Once Creative-thon hits, I won't feel creative after I finish this journal. At least you'll know that you tried, right? I love that. But thank you so much for everybody hanging out. Thank you to the people who cheered biddies, Gabriel and also Superstar for those biddies. That is very, very nice. I appreciate that a lot. Yeah, I'll be back tomorrow for some Heaven's Equal stuff, some Heaven's Equal work. I will go and scream into the void. I appreciate everybody who spent some time with me on stream today. That is very, very nice. And I hope you had some successful sprints. So wish me luck on this outline, and I will see you all tomorrow. Bye-bye.